Net Radio. Click on the Facebook link. Keep up to date with all fights that are going on this weekend. We'd appreciate if you visited our merchandise store and check everything out. Three, two, one. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, bringing you the wonderful world of boxing. Please check out our super cool store. You can find it on our Fight Net Radio page down at the bottom. It's called Merchandise. Click on over, pick yourself up a shirt. Our cheapest shirt, for those of you that are on a budget, is still our Deontay Attacks t-shirt, which is a graffiti writing of Bomb Squad on the front over our logo and till this day on the back. I'm still patiently waiting for Deontay's cease and desist letter, which has not shown up. Also, type in the words getfreecup.com. Get yourself a free tumbler. That's right. Proud sponsor of Fight Net Radio. Type in Get Free Cup. Get yourself an Ibex tumbler. They are the #2 competitor to Yeti. And unlike Andrew's tumbler that just says Yet, which is great. I just love saying that. We are here to talk about betting and getting ready for the return of the one and only Gennady Golovkin. Are you excited, Andrew, about the return for Triple G?
Yes.
Wow, what a sales pitch. That's right. This Saturday night, June the 8th.
Steve rolls. Steve rolls, Lee. You tell me.
I understand. All right, okay. But we said that about Andy Ruiz, did we not?
Oh, fuck him. Oh, you know what? Don't you start.
All right.
Don't you start. Now every guy's
You guys are listening to this show specifically because we're going to help you bet this fight. My name is Lee Honish. Andrew Labouche is the writer. I'm the asshole.
Rolls.
But I am definitely the man on a roll when it comes how to bet on these lopsided fights. And tonight, as we record this show, my goal is to make you as close to 20% on your money as humanly possible on a sure thing. Will I be able to do it, Andrew? We're about to find out. This Saturday night, June the 8th, from New York, Gennady Golovkin takes on Steve. I want to add something to it, like it Steven the Steamroller Rolls.
Steven getting a beaten rolls.
He is the beaten rolls. I don't even know what to say about him. He will be taking on Triple G, Gennady Golovkin. You know there are two different spellings for Gennady's first name, Andrew?
No, I did not.
Okay, so here is the more traditional Dan Rayfield spelling, which is traditional spelling Gennady. Now, if you go on his Facebook page and you follow him like we do, check this out. Because I know this. Triple G Boxing, all one word, right? That's actually, look how he spells his name with an I-Y, bro. Gennady.
Huh. Is
yeah,
that
interesting.
The real name?
Right? No, that's the blue check, dude. This is the real deal.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, 778.
This is the real deal, guy. I'm totally intrigued by this. And I've been going down this bunny hole all day because I've been tagging and retagging videos. And there are definitely two spellings of the Gennady name, which I'm just so interested. I just got a note. So I shouldn't walk in topless while I'm shooting video. I get a lot of ratings.
Yeah, that I won't look, Lee.
So we're here to talk about this guy. Mexican style himself, Gennady Golovkin.
Mexican style.
I can't do Gennady. I can't do Gennady. He's somewhere between Lodka
and Kermit the Frog.
It's Kermit the Frog, Lodka from Taxi, and almost like Borat. I don't even know how to describe his little weird frog voice that he does.
Fighting the undefeated. Looks good, right?
I don't even know how to describe his voice, but I digress. We're here to talk about how to bet on this fight card, and what's going on. So DAZN on Saturday night will be featuring Jonathan Arroyo, Nikito Abibia, I'm going to guess this is a win your green card fight. Also on this card, why am I having issues with slow? Why is my mouse having issues? Okay.
That's a weak ass card.
There we go.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, right. I don't know what's going on. I think the battery's dying in my mouse. Israel Madamov takes on Norberto Gonzalez. This is
Wow,
definitely...
is that the same Norberto Gonzalez that fought on the ESPN Contender?
Yeah, might have been.
Holy smokes. Yeah, I think he was a junior middleweight too. Wow.
Oh,
All
how the
right.
mighty have fallen. Charles
He's still making
Conwell. Getting paid is getting paid, Andrew.
That's
Getting
right.
paid is getting paid. Charles Conwell takes on Courtney Pennington. Brian Sabalo takes on Shamalama Ding Dong in the welterweight division. You want to try to say that name? That's a
Nope.
lot of consonants and a weird number of L's. And I'm pretty sure that's the chemical sign for boron. I mean, Bakhtiar. Are you kidding me? I'm going to tune in just to hear Sergio Mora try to pronounce that name. That's all I care about. My entire evening is
They're going to
about
call him
Sergio
Eyebrow.
Mora.
By the end of the night, they're going to just be like, Eyebrow.
Yeah, right. Ayubov? Ayubov?
Yeah, there you go. You did good.
And
That
if
sounds like it.
Ayubov is a listener to the show, bro, I apologize. You have free time on this show to come on and say your name properly and tell me all about the fight. In fact, after you're done.
Lee, if Anthony Joshua only got 300,000 views, how is Gennady Golovkin versus Steve Rolls plus this undercard going to top that?
Well, it's this co-main event, Andrew, that I'm excited about. Ali Akhmedov takes on Marcus McDaniels. I mean, we've been talking about it for months here, right? Week after week. Ali taking on Mark. I mean, fucking that's a barn burner in the super middleweight division, Andrew. A barn burner.
Yeah, man. I don't know. We've been saying for a while Dazzin needed help with their undercard. Dazzin needed help with their roster. That was, I haven't seen official reports, but if the 300,000 views for the heavyweight champ is all they really got, that's sad. That's a big miss. That's a big bust in America too. And he got knocked out, Lee. And now you're going to follow it up with an undefeated 35-year-old Canadian.
Did you see the hand behind the door?
Nope.
There's a hand. The door cracked open and a hand waved. It may have been to a topless person.
I told you I wasn't looking.
Did you want a tour of my room? Okay, so over there would be the autograph Counting Crows stuff. And then over there would be, my medals, because I'm a world champion, Andrew. Thank you. Right? We learned that on this show, right? That's all you have to do. I just have to get a medal. Doesn't matter. I'm number two. I'm a world champion, Andrew. That's what I've learned. The main event of the evening is Gennady Golovkin taking on Steve Rolls. Prior to this event, Andrew, I'm going to go way out on a limb. I don't know shit about Steve Rolls. Do you know shit about Steve Rolls, Andrew?
Yeah, he's an undefeated 35-year-old Canadian.
Right.
Look, he's got good offense. I looked him up. All right. The guy has good offense.
Do your homework on Steve Rolls.
Yeah, because I have absolutely no idea who he is. Lee, when you're 35 undefeated and nobody signed you, what the fuck? What am I supposed to go off of? How did you slip through the cracks for, I don't know, 15 years? You're telling me you're the guy.
Canadian, which doesn't help at all. Wow,
exactly.
There's actually a Steve Rolls highlight. Look at the screen, Andrew.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I went and looked him up.
There's a highlight reel on this kid.
I had to when they signed him. When they signed this fight, you had to look him up. Nobody knows who this is.
Well, this is just a training video, Andrew. Well, I would have not.
That's never a good start when the highlight is you in the gym.
Okay, can I say this? With a name like Steve Rolls, I really thought he'd be white.
Huh.
Just being perfectly honest.
And Canadian. Yeah, you're right.
Canadian and a name called Steve Rolls. I would have thought you're putting him in with a really, really white dude. I am wrong. He looks like an actual fighter. Andrew, this is the worst highlight video of all time. And he's fighting in a tent in this video. A tent, Andrew.
You know, I'm snake bitten by Ruiz, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Wow, he actually fought on Showtime. Well, on a Showtime card.
Showbox.
I'm
yeah,
sure,
it's probably.
I'm sure it didn't actually make Showbox. That's a tent, bro. That's a fucking tent that you do a wedding in.
I know. Lee, he's 35, okay, and he's getting his shot, I guess you would say. It's not even at a title. Gennady doesn't even have a title right now, so he's getting a shot at the top 10 at 35. He doesn't have a lot of punching power, so.
What's this kid's record?
He's gonna have to box.
You know, I had a talk with someone today that said that I use the word kid now because somewhere along the way I officially became old.
He's 19-0-10. Last two fights were by decision. 21, he beat a guy who was 21-5 and another who was 23-2. Nothing really stands out here. Doesn't have a lot of pop. More. Yeah, it seems as they picked up the rounds, he started getting decisions. Last 3 out of 4 fights went decision. So I don't know if he's gonna have the pop to keep off Gennady. He has good offense. You see that in the highlights. He throws combos. He drops people with body shots.
He can't beat the fat white dude in the tent, Andrew. I'm a little concerned that he can't beat a white dude in a tent. We're not even talking about Gennady.
19 have
wow, they're showing amateur fights. Bro.
19 have fallen. All right.
Okay, this fight in the tent with the fat white dude, they've been showing this fight a lot.
It's a good combo. Right? It's a good combo.
He's not putting this dude down. Like, why is he beating up the dude from The Office in this video?
That actually looked like Chavez Jr.
What's his name? Shroop? What's Dwight Schrute? Isn't that the dude's name from The Office? And he still hasn't put away this fat dude in the tent yet. And he's hitting him with everything. So to say that he has no pop, Andrew, is definitively an understatement at this moment.
That his highlights have no knockouts.
This is the most ridiculous knockout. This is literally. Oh.
Does he go down? Yes, he went there. It is.
They waved off the fight out of both.
It was a body shot. Down he went.
That's possibly the worst highlight videos I've ever seen, Andrew.
It's actually one of the worst cards you might ever see too. Yeah, the Marcus McDaniels, another 35-year-old fighter, never done anything, going up against Ali Akhmadov, who's undefeated 14-0. Looks like he has no markability here in the United States whatsoever. Don't know what they're gonna do with this kid. So this Dazin card, Eddie's not gonna last too long.
It's a shit Andrew.
Yeah, he's not gonna last. They're gonna have to get someone else in here. I'm telling you.
I've done the math. I've done the math because for some reason I've become the representative because you have a real job of spending my entire, not to mention you had another kid. So it's become my job to spend all day Saturday watching all of the fight cards for some reason. Like I somehow put that on myself.
I know. I don't know why.
And over the last month, I've watched 40 hours of boxing. And to be perfectly honest, I've seen 3 good fights.
Right. Exactly.
3, maybe 3.5.
I know.
I mean, it's a shitsicle. It's a piece of shit you stick in a stick and put it in the refrigerator and then you bite it off slowly, like a really too hard popsicle, but it's a shitsicle, Andrew.
As this little Cold War has watered down the commentating of the sport, it is also watered down the matchmaking, the opposition that is for everyone. There's no more of, out with the old, in with the new type things going on. People just move to different promoters, fight for them, and then they just kind of go away. Dazin right now without Saul Alvarez is a total bust, right? You got to say that right now, Lee, in the boxing side. Anthony Joshua totally flopped last Saturday for them. I don't care what anyone says about that. You can't lose to Andy Ruiz the way he did. 4 knockdowns. Looked like he quit in the corner. For people that was the first time seeing him, don't see them coming back for him. Without
Joining us by
Saul,
phone,
it's a
Andrew,
bust.
as a rebuttal, your favorite fighter, now on his 6th week in Las Vegas, held up in his room.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good.
Are you talking about my fighter again, eh?
No, I just said without him, your whole Dazzin thing platform's a bust.
Hey, he's getting paid, like me.
I know that. I said without Saul Alvarez, okay? Oscar, stick with me here, buddy.
I've been on a long bender, dude. You gotta talk slow. 6 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
6 weeks. My woman left me. There's nothing but empty bottles all around me. Kitchen utensils, used up bindles. It's been quite the party for 6 straight weeks, spending that Canelo money. You have nothing to say?
Are you going to talk about the fight? What are we doing here, Oscar? What are you doing?
Triple G's a bitch.
I don't want to talk about your drugs and your kitchen utensils. What do you want me to go with that?
He's not in the mood today, people. Triple G weighed in with Steve Rolls with a bunch of women in Takati outfits, as you can see from the video on the screen. Triple G's team appears to be all white. And
You're so stupidly.
I'm doing the play-by-play of the weigh-in.
Hey, look, he's got a new trainer.
Can you ever spice, like, can we do something to spice? I think it needs to become WWE style, right? Like, let's do a contract signing before they weigh in or after, where somebody flips over the table and they start a fight or something.
There's Jonathan Banks right there, man.
How does he even communicate with Triple G?
Oh, shit. He's such a dick.
I love the fact that Triple G has gone from knowing how to speak English to not knowing how to speak English over the last couple of months. Ever since he lost to Canelo, he stopped trying to communicate with people in English and now walks around with an interpreter.
He looks a little bit older there. What are the odds on this fight? Before we
we'll get to it in a minute. You got to watch the weigh-in.
Right.
Weighing in at some weight is a guy you're never going to remember after this fight. Steamroller Rolls. He needs a nickname, bro. Rolls. I don't know where that came from either in announcing history, where you announce their last name twice. Does anybody really give a shit what weight they come in at? I don't think it matters at all. But I don't have their weights. If that's what you're looking for in this video, you're wrong. This whole video is about betting on this fight and me making you some money on this. Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, weighs in at a staggering 247 pounds. Golovkin, that's 2 stones, 140 kilos. I don't know, Andrew. I'm making up numbers.
You know how much money the casinos are going to make on this fight because of the Ruiz effect? How many people are now going to the bookie, Lee, and dropping 100 on whoever the fuck is fighting?
I guess we've stalled long enough. Let's talk about how to bet this fight, shall we? The odds, as of a couple of days ago, I got all the prop bets. I got everything up. There has been a slight change if you're going to bet the fight straight, and we'll pull up the current odds in just a moment. Gennady is minus 3,500 in this fight, Andrew. Minus 3,500. That means you bet $3,500 to win $100, Andrew. That's insane.
Yeah, of course.
Hold on, I'll pull it up for you right now. Real-time odds on Gennady Golovkin. Okay. The last I saw, he was minus 3,500. Steve Butter Rolls. I don't know what to call him, Andrew. I feel like he needs a name. How do you feel? How do you feel about that? Butter Rolls? You like Butter Rolls?
Yeah, that's fine. I have a feeling we're not, I have a feeling we're not going to know him after this fight, Lee. He's 35 years old.
That's why I'm trying to give him a nickname so he doesn't go away. I feel bad that we're going to lose him in the annals of boxing history.
In 24 hours, he's gone.
Yeah, right.
Back to
Wow,
Canada.
there's no real-time odds, Andrew. For this
That's what I was saying. You found a lot of odds for this fight.
No, I've got the few places that are betting it. All right, so here are, from what I understand, plus 1,200 if you're going to do straight bets. Plus 1,200 on Steve Butter rolls. Do you prefer margarine or butter?
Where are you seeing 1,200? I see 2,800.
Hold on, that's by TKO or DQ. These are prop bets. I only care about prop bets, Andrew. I don't care about straight bets. The only straight bets I've seen online within the past 24 hours, minus 3,500 if you want to bet on Gennady Golovkin, plus 1,200, right? Bet 100 to win 1,200 on Steve Butter rolls. So since Will is not here, for those of you who don't know, Will is one of our co-hosts on the show that we occasionally have on that does a blisteringly fantastic Manny Pacquiao impression. If this somehow, like, Gennady trips on a banana peel, right? Much like Anthony Joshua, and loses this fight.
Has a panic attack, was knocked out the week before.
We're going to talk about that in a minute. But okay, let's just cover that for a split second, shall we? If that happens, can you and I state right here that Will has made no representation now?
You just got back, Lee. Very good.
Did I lose you?
Yeah.
How did I disappeared?
Yes, you froze, and it was actually a great freeze. You had a great look when the computer froze, but now you're back.
You like that? Do you want me to just now do random freezes into the video? All right, so you and I both agree. Will has not said shit about Steve Butter rolls, correct?
Yes.
I think it should be butter me rolls. I'm really starting to lean towards it.
Saturday night, he's gonna say, "I knew he was gonna win."
Right? Okay, I don't care. Triple G falls. It's like $1 Million Baby breaks his neck on the stool. Whatever. Okay. And Steve Butter me up rolls, wins the fight, and Will comes out of the woodwork. I knew it. Look at my LS engine, and I knew he was gonna win that fight 2 weeks in a row. I knew it. I was on my way to go bet it, but I was putting the LS engine into my car that I've been working on for the past 50 years. When is this car going to be done, Andrew? When is this fucking car going to be done? This is really just between me and Andrew at this point, and just busting on Will, who doesn't listen to the show.
Well, I know he doesn't listen now. We're going to know now if he does or not.
But you have friends who listen to the show that know Will. So all of you who are friends with Will who listen to this show, you may pass along the shit we just passed along to Will.
Tell him not to work on the car Saturday afternoon. Go make the
fucking bet. Put the $100 down, all right? Teach me a lesson. I got a betting slip somewhere. Sure you do, bro. I lose $1,200 all the time.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
For those of you who don't understand, I'll say it again. Will is a co-host and our friend. And Will emphatically stated after the Anthony Joshua fight that he knew it. He knew it. He knew it. By the way, in our chat room available at Facebook, he was the only one who knew it. Nobody else actually had the balls to drop on the table to actually say, I knew it. Will, on the other hand, literally, as his hand is being raised, was on the chat. Not a single word out of him during the entire fight. Just as the hand is going up to announce, and the new, he hit the chat room.
I'm still amazed.
I knew it, Andrew. I knew it. Motherfucker.
You see what Teddy Atlas said? Boxing took so many steps backwards for him winning. Kids aren't going
Can
to
I
the
say
gym.
for the record, I love Will. I really, really like Will a lot. A lot. Andrew, a lot.
I hear you.
Okay. Part of my life's goal is to move my ass out to Vegas at some point. My daughter's probably going to go to school in Utah. I'm thinking about Vegas as a final destination for me.
Oh,
I would think,
nice.
hey, I could spend more time with Will. You know why I can't? He'll be busy working on the car and not betting on fights. That's funny, right? This is just inside humor for us. All right, let's try to make some money on this fight, shall we? If you can find an organization like MyBookie online who does not support this show, and they're in Antigua, that would be the .ag at the top of the page. Apparently, they're going to let you bet on this fight. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get your money back, because if you were sending money to Antigua, good luck. With that said, Gennady Golovkin to win by KO, TKO, or DQ is -600. Gennady Golovkin by decision +400. Steve Rolls by KO, TKO, or Gennady slips, breaks his neck because there's butter in the ring, +2,800, Andrew. Bet 100 to win 2,800. How insane is that number? Steve Rolls by decision is exactly the same, +2,800. The draw is +3,300. Golovkin versus Roll fight goes the distance? Yes. +400? No, -700. So I'm going to teach you guys something right here, right out of the gate. Gennady Golovkin by KO or TKO -600 and not going the distance -700. This takes no effort to figure out which of those two you want to bet. The one I find interesting is trying to prop the round, Andrew. So let's assume that we're not going to have an Andy Ruiz replay here, okay? And we're going to assume that no way, +10,000, bro, to pick a round Steve Roll wins by knockout.
No, you've seen
10,000.
You've seen his highlights.
It's 100 to 1, bro.
You've seen the highlights.
Okay.
There was
so
an
let's
amateur
just
bout in it.
rule out that he's gonna that Steve Rolls is gonna win in any round. Okay, I've never seen a +10,000 round in my life. Okay, now let's go back over here. Gennady Golovkin to win by KO, which we assume he's going to do, and based on the odds, statistically, his fights don't make it beyond the 4th round. Is that correct, based on the math?
I don't know. You'd have to look up his record. What are you asking me that for? You gotta have every fight. Yeah, I mean, he knocks out a lot of his opponents. I don't know if it's going 4 rounds. That's kind of quick fights, don't you think?
Usually he's a fast starter, Andrew.
I'm gonna show you right now. Knocked out in 2, 12, 5, 2, 8, 6, 11, 2. Yeah, you're there, Lee. There's a lot of them that are in before 6. Yes, sir. I'll agree with you. I'll go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Andrew, if we're going to try to grab us some of this prop betting money on the old Gennady Golovkiner, what round you picking for the knockout?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I'm not going to – I would have to stay within the first 5 rounds. You know, I'm serious. Steve Rolls is 35 years old, and he's unheard of. He should not be going rounds with Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin is an old man. If Steve Rolls just so
oh my God, what if it goes decision?
So snake bitten. I know. It's like we don't know shit if you get these both wrong back-to-back weeks, right? Yeah, well, a lot of your insiders they're just gonna be coming out the next week. Like, yeah, I really don't know.
I knew it. He's gonna be coming out with a monkey wrench in his hand. I knew it. I was gonna bet it. Here's the $100 bill that I was going to bet.
I would say decision if in the man's highlights it showed more movement. He's kind of a combo puncher, right? Stands there, throws a lot of blows, goes to the body a lot, means he's going to leave his chin open. So no, I don't see this going the distance. Once again, though, Gennady did leave Abel Sanchez. He has been chasing around Saul Alvarez. Right, been popping up everywhere Saul is, doing interviews about Saul. You know, is there a possibility he gets upsetted? Why not? Why not, Lee? What if him and Jonathan Banks did not mesh at all during the training? What if he goes in there with no game plan, really, or doubts the game plan, or has a panic attack? How about that? You
We're
know,
gonna talk
because
about that shortly.
you know, because fighting Klitschko in front of 90,000, no panic attack. Straight. You know what it was like, 20 years old. That cool beans in that one. Fighting Ruiz in front of 17,000. Oh yeah, I can't breathe. Gotta pull out. Fuck out of here. Stop it. Whatever. I'll go with I'll side with Dillian White before I side with panic attack.
All right, you ready to bet this fight? I'm going to show you how to bet it and win money. Ready?
All right, what are we doing, Lee? 50 grand on what?
I don't even need to bet that much. I mean, you can, because this is another mortal lock, right?
Oh no.
If it were up to me, Andrew, I would tell you to take the minus 700 and make 14%. I mean, that would be where I'm at on this. Let me get my old odds calculator up here, which I had. Come on. There we go. Let me get my odds calculator up. Okay, so if I go minus 700, right? Assuming that something crazy could happen again, Andrew, and I'm going to put my 100 grand down, which I'm going to invest on my daughter's future. I can make $14,285. That's a 14% rate of return on my money. It's not bad, but I'm not into it, Andrew. I'm going to take the minus 600, right? Make 16% on my money, Andrew. And I'm going to bet it for Gennady Golovkin. Where are we? Gennady Golovkin by KO TKO at minus 600. I'm going to make 16% on my money. That's the mortal lock here.
I'll agree with that. It's not going out too far on a limb there.
16%. It's not a bad make for probably if I were going to prop the rounds for anybody. I'm telling you, there's one prop bet that sticks out to me that I just can't ignore. I want this first round at plus 700, Andrew. More than likely, it's going to be rounds 2, 3, or 4 because these guys are usually never that wrong. But this single round, round 1 and round 5, look very entertaining to me at plus 700. So if I was going to prop a round, I'd probably prop round 1 or round 5 for all of you wild, crazy investors out there who want to drop, a quick hundy on one of those 2 rounds. But again, I'm going to make 16% on my money, Andrew.
You're also talking about the guy who's betting 100 grand, because 16% on $100, not really saying too much there, buddy. Did you freeze again? You're fucking frozen, Lee.
How can I be frozen?
And he's back.
The screen might be. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
I'm always back. Yeah, I mean, let's be perfectly honest. If I'm betting $1,000 in Vegas, I'm going to get 166. That's not even going to cover my steak dinner, bro. It's just not.
You lose that in the slot machine in 10 minutes.
Right. So at the minimum, I got to bet at least 10 grand to make this worthwhile to win $666. Yep. $666 gets me my room, gets me my steak.
But see, what you're doing this time, though, is you're making it a lock that Gennady's winning. See, last week, you hedged.
Here's the thing. I was a little afraid of Andy Ruiz. I was.
But it was great. But that was a great bet, though, you found there, Lee. You got both knockouts on both guys. You got almost the same money than Joshua by knockout.
How could you lay off minus 500, bro?
This time,
minus 500.
You are giving rolls no shot.
I wish I had a minus 500 bet here and to make my 20%. I don't. I mean, what? Okay, let's say I take the minus 700, $428, Andrew. That's not even covering the room. That's not covering the room for the weekend, Andrew. Right. I got to go minus 600. I got to get a couple extra $100. If I'm going to be willing to drop 10 grand, which is a moderate, let's say I make 6 figures and I'm going to Vegas and I'm watching the fight You got 10 grand to pop on the fight, right? That's disposable income. That's not anything crazy. You got to take minus 600. $666 will get you your room for the weekend and get you a steak. You got to make 16%. I'd take the 16%, Andrew. I don't see how you can lay off of that. 16, it really winds up being closer to 17%. I mean, you're rounding at that point, but it's about 17% on your money. I think you have to do it. I think you have to believe this week is a little different. So that's, since I'm on a roll, Andrew, and I'm literally,
it's a lot different.
And unlike everybody else, I'm the only one who thought that Andy Ruiz had a puncher's chance in that fight. Did I not? That's how I bet it.
Here we go.
I'm sorry, Andrew. How did I bet last week?
Well, next time, just take the 33-1 though, too.
Oh no, dude, I didn't have those balls.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just, I have always been suspect of Anthony Joshua's jaw, all the way back to the Klitschko fight. Klitschko caught him, right?
Yeah,
So,
but it was him getting through that made me think, it's the heavyweights, man. You know, it's the heavyweights. What we seen last week was a fucking shock. I'm still shocked. I don't think it plays this week.
I don't think it plays this week. They're giving him Steve Butter rolls, right? This show is about making money.
I mean, seriously, let's match him up, Lee. Is Rolls Ruiz? One's 35. No. Exactly. Ruiz is what, 26, 27 in his prime? All right. Did Rolls go to the Olympics? Because Ruiz did, you know, so they're two different fighters. Well, you don't know.
The Canadians could have their own Olympics, Andrew. They do things backward up there. To all the Canadian fans, I'm sorry, I just shit on your entire country. USA #1. It's where Gennady lives. He lives in Santa Monica. You know why? California. And by the way, for everybody else in every other part of the country, California is superior to wherever you are. It was nice today, Andrew.
He looks at the sun. What a dick.
It was nice today. That'll do it for this particular episode of the Betting Show. Go to fightnetradio.com. Check it out. There's video. We did a video for the ESPN card, and we've also got a video for the news that's coming up. For those of you that are just listening to the podcast for the betting, go on over to fightnetradio.com.